happy Monday. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weekly Wisdom. Now, we are going to do a 4-part series all about how does the magic at Disney work. Now, we're not breaking down Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and all of that. If you have been to a Walt Disney World, Disneyland, any of the international Disney parks, then you know as you go through, Disney is very consistent. So we're going to talk about what those looks like, kind of peel back the curtains from my experience when I was there as a retail and restaurant manager and Disney Institute facilitator. So the first thing that we're going to talk about this week is all about the details. When you're considering your purpose, when you're considering your organization's purpose, can you articulate it? And if you can articulate it, do you know what the behaviors look like? So for example, while we were at Disney, we had a leader that taught us our purpose. It was we make magic, period. Every guest, every time. Now that's fun to say, right? I make magic. That's what I do. That's my purpose. But then how do you actually make magic? What does that actually look like? I was doing a training this week in Indianapolis, and we were sitting around the table, and of course Disney got brought up, and everybody starts talking about their Disney vacation. And one of the moms shares that her daughter got really sick while at Disney, which is not uncommon. And the daughter, when she got sick, she messed on her shirt. And so they're walking out, and the mom's like, how do we clean this up? By the time they had walked out, the mess was all clean. There was a cast member waiting for them, telling the mom, it's absolutely not a problem. We know these things happen. What does she need? What do you need? And then gave them a coupon to take to a Disney store to replace the shirt of the daughter at no cost to the family. This is an example of making magic, taking this big nebulous concept like we make magic and turning it into a behavior that every cast member at Walt Disney World knew and understood. If you got pooped on by a bird, again, happens quite a bit, then you got a free shirt. You got sick, you got a free shirt. And the cast members didn't have to find the leader and say, this happened, can we do this? It was an immediate. The cast members were empowered to live into the purpose. And the leaders had explained what the behaviors were that created this experience. So when we think about we make magic, that's an experience that the guests would have. But the behaviors are what the cast members did to create that experience. These were just one of the details. There were so many more that we'll talk about over the next coming weeks. But my question for you is, if you think about your purpose, your team's purpose, why you do what you do, can you articulate it? Can you let them know that what they're doing is more important than just simply earning a paycheck? And then once you can articulate it, can you break it down so that they know what behaviors they need to do to live into the purpose? The purpose is the experience. The behaviors are how you create the experience. You bring those two together, and that's where the magic happens. All right, we're keeping it short and sweet this week. So I hope you had an absolutely amazing week. And don't forget, as always, you got this. I'll see you next week.